The real question that gives a lot of students the most stress and that we really hope to help you with is this: how do you study for the MCAT? There are tons of options out there, but our goal is to give you some information about the more expensive ones, as well as show you some resources that are significantly more cost-effective, while still being high quality. First, I'll cover some of the more expensive options that CSBSJU students have been willing to share their experiences on. Programs like Blueprint and Kaplan are highly rated and recommended courses that work well for many people. They also cost around $1,000 to $4,000. Some of the benefits that come with these pricier prep courses include 515 plus money-back guarantees and schedules that consolidate your study plan for you. There are also resources such as video calls and private tutoring, but this varies based on the plan you choose. Some things to keep in mind regarding these 515 plus guarantees: they usually mean 15 points above your baseline exam score, and not just a score of 515 or higher on the actual MCAT. They just guarantee 15 points above whatever you score at the start of your study plan. If you don't score that or higher on the actual test day, then they claim they will give you your money back or free readmission into the prep course. However, students here at St. John's have claimed to not receive their money back for utilizing pause features during practice exams. The exams come with a pause button, but if you use it, it may make you ineligible to receive your money back. This is coming from a student that used the Blueprint program. So the validity, I'm not 100% certain, but that was a claim we heard from an SJU student. It is very frustrating if this is the case, because a lot of students who take these courses during the school year can have a less than distraction-free living environment and may feel an obvious need to take a pause if something comes up. This slide simply reiterates that 515 plus concept. For example, if you get a 498 on your baseline exam, they guarantee a 513 or higher on the actual MCAT. If you get a 502 on your baseline exam, they still only guarantee you 515 or higher, even though 15 points above 502 is 517. If you're considering doing one of these more expensive courses, it may be beneficial for you to try a practice exam before spending your money. So now, I'd like to share some comments based on personal experiences from St. John's students regarding Kaplan and Blueprint. First, it can be difficult to take one of these courses while taking classes during the school semester, and would recommend you do them over summer so that you have time to take advantage of all the resources they offer and all the resources you're paying a lot of money for. These programs come with a lot of really good video lectures. However, if you're someone that learns best from active note-taking, they do suggest oftentimes that you don't take notes while watching the videos. This is so that you can keep up with your schedule. Personally, the biggest issue I had when taking the Kaplan program was the fact that it did not schedule flashcards into their foundational knowledge throughout the schedule, such as the videos they scheduled. They didn't schedule flashcarding in there. This meant that when it came time to do things such as physics problems, I often lacked the necessary equations to really attempt questions. Additionally, this is another comment on Kaplan, but I thought that the explanations for mathematics heavy questions were fairly lacking, as they often attempted to explain math in words. Maybe some of you can learn that way, but for me, it was frustrating. Personally, I wish I had done the Kaplan course the summer after my sophomore year, following the completion of all my fundamental biologies, chemistries, physics courses, as well as my psychology, sociology, and statistics. Keep in mind, I took psychology and statistics during the summer after my freshman year, and had initially hoped to avoid a gap year. Even though there is nothing wrong with taking a gap year, it was simply a matter of personal preference at the time. Despite concerns or things we may have wished were different about these courses when we went through them, they are effective and have proven very beneficial for many, many people. So don't let us dissuade you. Essentially, how these prep courses work is they implement a three-phase prep cycle. The first phase is content refresh. This is when you take your baseline practice exam, watch lectures, do practice questions, and can review flashcards. The second phase is the application phase, where you do practice passages and questions still, and take a couple practice exams to refresh on your weak areas. The last phase is the exam-style prep phase. In it, you do test day-style practice exams and refresh on weak areas and end on test day. The beauty of knowing this information is that you can mimic the exact same style of test prep using significantly less expensive resources as well as some of the free resources the school can provide you. We'll touch more on specific recommendations and actually lay out an inexpensive plan later in this series, but for now I'm speaking pretty generally. When it comes to content refresh and relearning the concepts from your undergraduate courses, there are resources like Khan Academy, flashcard decks that can be downloaded to Anki, which I'll touch a bit more on later, and Remnote.com, which is a note-taking and flashcarding tool similar to Anki that allows you to quickly and easily make flashcards yourself. I didn't include them here. Oh, I did. And there's also really good review sheets, which I will share with you guys later in the series. For application and practice, there are resources such as UWorld, AAMC diagnostic tools, AAMC question banks, and even App Store applications like King of the Curve. When it comes to exam-style prep and practice testing, there's the AAMC practice exams, which you can get for free through CSBSJU. Also, some other free practice exams you can get online through companies like Kaplan and Blueprint. Keep watching, and I'll discuss a good combination of these less expensive resources that make for an excellent, cost-effective study plan.